Hello students, good morning. I hope you are doing well. So yesterday I have sent some important questions and especially for you. మీకోసం నిన్న ఇవాళ నిరంతరం నేను కష్టపడి వీడియోస్ తయారు చేస్తున్నాను. నేను కూడా చాలామంది వీడియోస్ ఎక్కువ మంది చూశారు, చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. కానీ ఒక్క విషయంలో మాత్రం కొద్దిగా విచారంగా ఉంది. ఏంటో చెప్పమంటారా? మీరందరూ వీడియోలు చూశారు, కానీ కనీసం మా సారు మన కోసం ఇంత హెల్ప్ చేస్తున్నారని చెప్పి ఎవరు కూడా సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయలేదు. ఓన్లీ నలుగురు మాత్రమే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేశారు. ఎలా చెప్పండి ఒకసారి? మీతో పాటు ఈక్వలెంట్గా నేను కూడా కష్టపడి వీడియోస్ తెరిచినప్పుడు కంపల్సరీగా మీరు ఒక సబ్స్క్రైబ్ అయితే చేయాలి కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ వీడియో చూడంగానే ఇమ్మీడియట్గా మీరు ఫస్ట్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, దాని తర్వాత లైక్ చేయండి. లైక్ చేసిన తర్వాత పక్కనున్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని ప్రెస్ చేయండి. సో మీరు డెఫినెట్గా నన్ను ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తే ఇన్ ఫ్యూచర్లో ఇంకా బ్రహ్మాండమైన వీడియోస్ నేను తయారు చేసి మీకు సపోర్ట్గా ఉంటానని చెప్పి నేను చెప్తున్నాను. నా సంగతి మీకు తెలుసు కదా బాగాను. ప్లీజ్ తప్పకుండా సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. డోంట్ ఫర్గెట్ టు ప్రెస్ ద బెల్ ఐకాన్. ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, సో నేను చాలా హోప్ చేస్తున్నాను. సో మనకి 2 రోజులు బ్రహ్మాండమైన సెలవులు వచ్చాయి మనకి. సో అందరూ ఇది ఒక సువర్ణ అవకాశం. నిన్న కూడా చాలామంది కష్టపడి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేశారు, ఇవాళ కూడా చెయ్యండి. కంపల్సరీగా మనకి కామర్స్లో 100% రిజల్ట్ వచ్చి తీరాలి, రావాలి. ఒక రికార్డు మనం బదులు కొట్టాలి. తర్వాత స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎవరైతే 99 మార్కులు రావాలని కృషి చేస్తున్నారో అలాగే మీరు కృషి చేస్తూ ఉండండి. తప్పకుండా మీకు బంపర్ మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి, మీకు 99 మార్క్స్ గ్యారంటీగా వస్తాయి. సో హోప్ అండ్ డోంట్ లూజ్ యువర్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్. సో విష్ యూ ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. సో ఆఫ్టర్ ది ఎగ్జామ్స్ we will meet, but don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, bye. Hello students, I hope that you are practicing all problems. For you, one more video I am going to make. This is about 3 columns cash book. You know that this 3 column cash book is very important in the examination. It is for 10 marks. So again, if you listen and practice, definitely you will get 10 marks in the examination. Okay, 3 columns means there are 3 columns: cash column, bank column and discount columns. Okay, so here in this cash book, the main important thing is contra entry. So let me explain what is the meaning of contra entry. Contra entry means the transaction which is posted on both the sides of the cash book, debit side as well as credit side. It is called contra entry. Contra entry also known as double entry. Usually the contra entries will appear in the following cases: when an account is opened with the bank. Okay, sometimes this transaction will be given. For example, Ramesh opened an account in the bank with cash 20,000. That means it is a contra entry. The second one is when cash deposited in the bank, it is contra entry. And third one, when cash withdraw from the bank, it is also contra entry. And fourth one, when cash withdraw from bank for office use and business use, it is also contra entry. Then fifth one, if the check is received on one day but deposited on a subsequent days. For example, today we are receiving a check and tomorrow onwards up to 3 months, at any time we can deposit our check in the bank. If the check is deposited tomorrow onwards, it will become contra entry. Okay, there is no any confuse. So 3 column cash book, I am going to explain one question here. Okay, so before starting the question, just you see the format. Date particular LF, discount allowed, cash bank, date particular LF, discount received, cash and bank. This is the format of 3 column cash book. Now I am going to show the contra entries. contra entry first one, cash deposited in the bank 2000. So it is a contra entry. The second aspect, it is a payment. It is a payment. So when we deposit cash in the bank, cash is going. So that we should start the entry from the credit side, from the payment side. Start with by bank. So date is here not given, so you can put the number 1. Then start with by bank. The amount should be in the cash column. Okay, exactly opposite side you can write to cash contra entry, the amount should be in the bank column. Okay, once again, when cash is deposited in the bank, it is a contra entry. And second aspect, if you think it is a payment, so that this contra entry should start from the payment. So that means credit side. When you start on the credit side, you start with by bank. Don't get any confused, just start with by bank. So when it is credited by bank, so automatically cash will be debited. Okay, so next entry, cash withdraw from bank 4000. So when we withdraw cash from bank means it is a contra entry. If you see in other aspect, it is a cash receipt. Cash receipt means first we should start from debit side. So debit side you can start with to bank. So date is 2, and here you can write to bank contra entry, amount should be in the cash column. So exactly opposite side to, here you have written bank, so opposite side you write by cash and amount should be in the bank column. So this is known as contra entries. Okay, don't get confused. So if you start credit side, start with by bank. If you start from debit side, you can start with bank. Okay, so that is the simple technique to write the contra entry. Okay, now one question I am going to explain here. Prepare 3 columns of cash book from the following transactions. While reading the question, just you identify the contra entries. Okay, 2010 June 1st cash balance 29,000, bank balance 14,000, June 3rd cash sales 6,000, June 5th cash purchase 10,000, June 7th cash deposited in the bank 5,500, June 10th cash withdraw from bank for office use 6,000. That means that is a contra entry. June 7th also contra entry, cash deposited in the bank contra entry. June 10th cash withdraw from bank for office use contra entry. June 12th cash paid to Rajan by a check. Then June 14th cash withdraw from bank for personal use. It is not a contra entry. It is not a contra entry. So we should write on the credit side by drawings, the amount should be in the bank column. Then June 18th paid to Jairam. 25th purchased furniture by a check 3,000 and cash 3,000. June 26th sold old furniture and deposited cash in the bank 10,000. Then June 27th received a check from Ranga 3,500 and deposited in the bank on the same day. June 28th received a check from Rajagopal, discount allowed. June 28th withdraw cash for business use, it is a contra entry. June 29th paid salaries by a check. So this is the problem. Now I am going to explain the total problem. Okay, answer. First draw the table. So heading should be there. హెడ్డింగ్ కంపల్సరీగా పెట్టాలి. చాలామంది నేను క్లాసులో కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను, హెడ్డింగ్స్ పెట్టట్లేదు మీరు. హెడ్డింగ్ మస్ట్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ద హెడ్డింగ్. సో format is date particulars LF discount allowed, cash bank, date particulars LF discount received, cash bank column. Now 2010 June 1st cash balance 29,000 and bank balance 14,000. So two balances are positive balance, so we should write on the debit side 2010 to balance BD, cash balance is 29,000 and bank balance is 14,000, right? Then June 3rd cash sales, when we are selling, cash is coming, so debit side we should write June 3rd to sales, amount should be in the cash column 6,000. Then June 5th cash purchases. When we are purchasing, so cash is going, so we should write on the credit side by purchases, amount should be in the cash column 10,000. Then June 7th cash deposited in the bank, it is contra entry. So second aspect, cash deposited in the bank means we are making payment. So from payment side we should start the contra entry. So payment side means credit side. Credit side first write the date June 7th and start with by bank, and C should not write in the LF column. Then amount should be in the cash column 5,000. Exactly opposite side June 7th, here you have to write to cash, then again C, the amount should be in the bank column 5,500. So this is known as contra entry. Then June 10th cash withdraw from bank for office use, this is also contra entry. And second aspect, it is a cash receipt. So cash is coming. So first we should start from the debit side. Then date is here June 10th. When you are going to start on the debit side, you should start with to bank and C, amount should be in the cash column. Opposite side again June 10th by cash, C in the bank column 10,000. Okay. Next June 12th cash paid to Rajan by a check. When we are paying means it is a payment, so here credit side we should write by Rajan. When we are making payment by a check, so paid check we should show in the bank column 4,000. June 14th cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. So when we withdraw cash for personal use, it is known as drawings. Drawings means expenditure, so expenditure means credit side we should write. So June 14th by drawings, amount should be in the bank column. Why? Because we withdraw from bank. Okay. Next June 18th paid to Jairam 1,500 and by a check 5,000. So it is a payment, so credit side we should write June 18th by Jairam 1,500 should be in the cash column and 5,000 in the bank column. Why? Because 5,000 we paid by check. Then next June 25th purchased furniture by check 3,000 and cash 3,000. So when we are purchasing, so it is a payment, cash is going, so credit side we should write June 25th by furniture. So when we purchased furniture, we paid by a check 3,000, it should be in the bank column and 3,000 should be in the cash column. June 26 sold old furniture and deposited cash in the bank 10,000. When we are selling, cash is coming, so debit side we should write June 26th to old furniture, the amount should be shown in the bank column. Why? Because the amount we deposited in the bank, it is not a contra entry. 27 received a check from Ranga 3,500 and deposited in the bank on the same day. That means here June 27th to Ranga. Why? Because it is a cash receipt. The amount should be in the bank column. Why? Because that amount we deposited in the bank, it is not a contra entry. June 28th received a check from Rajgopal 4,000 and discount allowed 100. So received means it is a cash receipt, so debit side we should write June 28th to Rajgopal, amount should be in the cash column 4,000 and 100 discount is in the discount column. Then next withdraw cash for business use. Withdraw cash for business use means it is a contra entry, and second aspect is it is a cash receipt, so debit side we should start, so start with bank to bank C and amount should be in the cash column. Then exactly opposite side June 28th by cash C, the amount should be in the bank column 2,000. Paid salaries by a check. Paid salaries by a check. When we are making payment, so we should write on the credit side amount is June 29 by salaries. We made payment by a check, so we should show in the bank column 3,000. So all transactions are finished. Now we have to total. So generally receipts will be high and payments will be very less, but some rare cases payments will be more and receipts will be less. But in this question debit side is high, so first I am going to total debit side. So first I am going to total discount, as it is we should write 100, then cash I got 51,000 and bank balance I got 33,000. The same amounts we should show on the credit side. So credit side there is no discount. If there is discount also, we should not balance the discounts. So discount allowed we should write separately, and discount received also we should write separately. Okay, now I am going to write 51,000. From 51,000 payments, these 4 items, 10,000, 5,500, 1,500, 3,000, all together if I minus from 51,000, so I will get the balance here June 31st by balance CD 31,500. That 4 items I deducted from 51,000, so I got 31,500. Then immediately I should write 33,000. From 33,000 all bank column, payments at bank column, all these transactions I have total, I have to total, and I should minus from 33,000, so I got here 1,000. Okay, this is the method to balance. Then exactly opposite side we should write July 1st to balance BD in the cash column 31,500 and in the bank column 1,000. So in this way we should prepare the 3 column cash book. I hope students you understood very well. Then yesterday I sent some triple column problems, so try to practice. If you have any doubts you can ask me, I can clarify. Okay, wish you all the best, and after this video I am going to post 2 marks video. Okay, so that I request you to please first subscribe my channel. Why? Because I am your sir. You are doing hard work, I am also supporting, I am preparing videos, so that is the courtesy. You should make subscription and press the bell icon. Okay, so yesterday more than 100 students watched my videos, but only 2 or 3 students subscribed. It is very sorry. Please, first after opening the video, first you should subscribe and like and comment. Okay, thank you all.